Okay, this is my understanding of what I mean by saying a commonwealth, because right now our political structure is based on bodies, human beings. So the population decides, but I don't think America. I believe in commonwealths more. What commonwealths were, it's more of a local thing, but it makes sense. See, commonwealths have been around since the beginning of America, and when you get out into like farmlands or like on the history of the East Coast, you find out how commonwealths work with little townships, little hamlets of like where I live. I live in the Commonwealth of Luzerne, but I live in the town of LaBelle, and I live in the county of Fayette. But my Commonwealth, the government body for the little town I live in, there's no mayor of LaBelle. There's a volunteer fire department. That's it. But we have a Commonwealth, which is the Luzerne, which is all the little towns and hamlets that are in the area because they don't have a lot of money, band together, and our taxes, our money goes to a band government over all of our little towns to fit the wealth of us. So you apply that on a micro level, it works really well. Might not work at a macro level, but when you've got an entire state like Michigan, which the entire reason that the state made any money whatsoever and it boomed so much is because of the auto industry, and that industry is gone. In Pennsylvania, the steel industry is gone, and West Virginia, the coal industry might be making a comeback, but all these industries are gone, and you're just getting the Rust Belt. But it's still run by Commonwealth, so everybody's still living here pretty peacefully and pretty well, even though a lot of people have left. It's still run under a Commonwealth. So if everybody around here is making around the same amount of money, everything stays around the same price. Yeah, when I go to a city or everything's a hell of a lot more expensive. And then yeah, when I go to chains that are national, yeah, things are a little bit more expensive because they're selling at a national level, not at a local level. But at local levels, the Commonwealth seems to work. So when you get to a state level where you've got a failed state, that's when the Commonwealth should come in. The failed state should be absorbed by the different communities around it to the point where those communities are taken care of at a small level, and the little extra they've got once they're taken care of can go to contribute to their government for their local level. So if you're in a failed state, there's no reason for you to be getting paying state taxes and all this and all that on top of it when you could be combined into an existing state, and now all of your debts and payments and everything to run this state no longer exist because it's a failed state and the money was just being used. If the state every year is in debt, the money they're taking from you is not paying off the debt. They're just robbing you. But if you get absorbed into a different state, now your taxes can change. The amount of money going to this government is going to increase, meaning that they're going to be able to help you a little bit more because now you've got a commonwealth with the people around you instead of being in a broke state but still having to prop up the government. You remove that government from the broke state, yeah, you're still going to have broke people, but now the commonwealth of the broke people around you is going to lower the prices of everything around you and make it easier to live because you're not propping up a broken government. Commonwealths should be a thing. We shouldn't be talking about gerrymandering. We shouldn't be talking about redistricting due to population. We should be talking about redistributing due to wealth. Like LA could be split into like 5 different fucking things because there are 5 different, 10 different, because of the wealth that is just packed into there. But the wealth that's packed throughout the rest of California, there's a hell of a lot more voters that are poor. Hell of a lot more. So if you start fucking distributing everything due to wealth, like a Commonwealth would, it's still capitalism. It's not fucking communism. It's a Commonwealth. The voting power is distributed equally amongst the people due to their wealth, not where they live. Just because more people live here, this city gets more voting power because it's a bigger population. Yeah, but what is the wealth of that population? Oh, yeah, their population's huge, but everybody there is dirt poor. Yeah, we're going to have to add them to the wealth around them to boost their numbers. That's how the voting should be in America. That's the only fair way. If you want to stop the arguments of communism and all this other bullshit and religious fucking bullshit, the only fair way to do it is to remove fucking the gerrymandering for fucking population and turn it into wealth. Then the poor have just as much say as the rich.